BFFs, virtual friends and family. Today we're going to make my world famous carrot cake. I have resisted giving out this recipe and now I'm sick of making it. I'm not really. But I do get requests for this carrot cake over and over again. This is the cake for people who don't like carrot cake. This is the most delicious carrot cake ever invented. It's here on this lovely printed page. Just says carrot cake, but it's written out in enormous amounts. So I've also written it in small amounts. So there are two ways to measure things: in cups or by weight. Professional bakers measure everything by weights. It's much more precise. So this recipe calls for everything by weight. I will attempt to give you by cups as well. The other difference with me making this cake tonight, is that I'm going to double the recipe because I need to make a big cake. So while things will look, when you make this cake, when you make this cake, you will use the amount that I say, not the amount that I actually use, which is going to be interesting because every time I've tried to do that before, I mess up the math on my end. So we'll see if I can do it. I might even call out both amounts for doubling and regular sized. And the really nice thing about this cake is it doesn't have all that many ingredients, and the method is called a dump method. We're going to dump it all in a great big bowl and squish it with our hands. Because I could use a mixer. This is easy to use my hands because it's a dump method. So, with that said, I'm going to start with the first ingredient. And the first ingredient, shockingly, for carrot cake, are carrots. I haven't peeled these yet. So I'm going to peel carrots. I don't think you want to watch me peel carrots, do you? I didn't think so. It's not very exciting. So I'm going to peel these carrots, and then you're going to grate them finely. And I'm going to do that over in the food processor. At the same time, I'm also going to grind some pecans. So for the carrots, you're going to need 15 ounces, or 1 pound. 1 pound before you peel them will yield you about 15 ounces of carrots. Or if you don't want to weigh them, that would be 3 cups. So I have 2 pounds of carrots, and I'm going to peel and shred them. I'll be back. Then I'm going to put all the ingredients together on the working surface, and then dump them in a bowl. Put them in a pan. Put them in the oven. Then they'll be baked. Okay, I'll be right back. Got my tripod out. Oh, trying to get to a better view. Okay, I'm not sure if this is a better view, but I guess you can see my bowl, and well, you can hear the dog, and I think you can see my face. I'm not sure. Well, there I am. Okay. So you're going to take finely shredded carrots, and you're going to take 15 ounces. I have twice that amount. And dump them in a giant bowl. You get all the gooblies out. I have preheated the oven to 350. Okay. Carrots are in. Now we need nuts. I have also ground nuts very finely. You need 4 ounces of ground nuts. This is the most clever little thing. Aunt Faye gave it to me. It is a bowl and a measuring for weights at the same time. Very cool. Because the next thing we need is 14.5 ounces of sugar. So I'm going to figure it out. One cup is 7.6. So 2 cups of sugar. Of course, I need twice that amount. There we go. Sugar in the bowl. Like I said, it's a dump method. Very easy. Now we need, I need more things I don't have. And of course the thing I need is in the cupboard right behind you. Oh, it took me so long to figure out this setup. right. Now you need a liquid measure, because now you need 1.5 cups of vegetable oil. So again, I'm going to use 3 because I'm doubling. Bloop. And now we need 6 ounces of eggs, which would be three large eggs. So of course I need 6. I could have all my ingredients ready for you before I start, but what fun would that be, huh? That wouldn't be any fun at all if I were actually prepared. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 at the same time. 5, 6. There we go. Show it off. A little eggshell in there. Got it out. Fabulous. All right. Next, we need 2 teaspoons of baking soda. Baking soda. One, 2 for you, 4 for me. 9.5 ounces of flour for you, or 2 cups of flour. I'm gonna turn my little measuring thing on. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's about right. Dump. And 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. One, 2. And I have to do twice, so 1, 2. Ooh, that's a little goopy. Must have gotten some egg on that. Luckily, I don't clean up after myself, so I have some paper towel lying around. All right. Back you go. And now we need a teaspoon of salt. 1, and then 2 for me. And the carrots, now we need 3.5 ounces or 1 cup of ground coconut. And I happen to have a 7-ounce bag. How very clever of me. So that's exactly what I need. Bloop. That's it. That's all you need. Now you just need to get your hands in and squoosh. Take my ring off. I had clean hands to start with. I've decided to combine this lovely part where I'm squooshing things together with a tiny rant, a grammatical rant. What is up with everybody's using the phrase, "Where are you at?" It's redundant and repetitive. Where are you is a perfectly good sentence. It, in fact, has all the parts of the sentence. If I ask you, "Where are you?" you know what I mean. It means, where are you? Why are people adding the preposition at? Don't they know you're not supposed to end a sentence with a preposition? think it's a preposition. Either way, it's kind of goofy. It's very goofy, and it makes me want to hit people with grammar books as I walk past them in stores, and they scream into their cell phone, "Where you at?" All right, this takes no time at all. Like I said, I could have used a mixer, but because I'm doing a double batch, it's just easier to use my hand. And that's it. The cake batter is done. I'm going to show you a close-up of it as soon as I wash my hands. That's what it's supposed to look like. Just a nice homogeneous goo. So now to prepare the pan, whether you're using a sheet pan or a round pan, you're going to line the bottom of the pan with parchment paper. And use a spray or grease the rest of the pan. I know I've said this before, but parchment paper is just the world's best invention ever. I'm going to pour half of this into the sheet pan. And you would divide this between two 10-inch pans, just the same way. And smush it out. It's a very thick batter. So smush it out. Until it is even in the pan. The second one, same as the first. Perfect. These bake for a pretty long time. I'm going to come back in half an hour and give them the poke test. And you want them to be firm. You don't want them to be squishy at all or liquidy in any way. Just like a regular cake. I messed that up. We'll be back! 30 minutes plus I added another 7, and they're ready. Ta-da! Cake! So what you're looking for, when you're looking for a finished cake, is that it has some spring to it. It's, my fingers don't go in and it actually springs back it's pretty firm. And if you look at the edges, they're just starting to pull away from the pan, and that is perfect. Okay, so that was me using a tripod making cake, and I will write the recipe down, and perhaps if I have enough energy, depending on what happens tomorrow at the doctor's, I will videotape the decorating of it. You should always let a cake cool for 24 hours before decorating it. It should be room temperature or colder, because you want the crumb to set. Okay, bye! By the way, this is the best cake on the planet. It's what I use for my wedding cake.